Welcome back to Montreal. We're in the most beautiful building, which to me looks like a cathedral, but it's not, is it?
No, it's not. It's the Notre Dame Basilica. It's what we call the jewel of Montreal. And they say that if you come to Montreal and you haven't seen the inside of the basilica, then you haven't seen Notre Dame. Unlike churches in Europe, which are made of stone and marble, what we're known for is wood. Notre Dame in Montreal, however, is nothing even like other churches in the province of Quebec or in the country, certainly. For many reasons is it bizarre. This is not the first one. The original one was actually built in the 1600s. And already by the 1820s, the basilica became too small. And we do things in a very different way in Montreal. So it was the Scottish Presbyterian merchants and bankers who chose an Irish Protestant architect to build a French-Canadian Roman Catholic church, and there's Hebrew writing everywhere. So a little bit odd. Other things that are unusual with the basilica is it took about 46 years to do. The outside was easy. The inside is entirely done of wood carving. So we've got the pulpit, which is not next to the main altar where it should be, but in the middle of the church, and this was done for acoustic reasons. 50 years ago, we installed microphones, so we no longer use it today. And then the main altar, which is made of red and white pine, and it depicts different scenes of sacrifice in the Bible. The part that doesn't fit in, you'll see Jesus crowning Mary, and it doesn't kind of fit in the theme of this the main altar. But the reason why it's there is the city was named after the Virgin Mary, and so is a basilica. And that's the only reason why it has its name. So it has nothing to do with Notre Dame in Paris. On top of the wood carving, what you'll find is what looks like gold paint. It's not gold paint, it's 24-karat gold leaf. Catholic churches in the province of Quebec didn't have balconies. This was something you found in Protestant churches. So with the two balconies in the lower section, you can seat 3,500 people. So although other churches look bigger in the province, this one is actually large on the inside. You can seat more people in one place. The other thing which is unusual is the stained glass windows. Normally in a Catholic church, the stained glass windows talk about biblical stories or the Stations of the Cross. In the case of the 14 lower stained glass windows in the Notre Dame Basilica, they talk about Montreal's history. So the story of the Grey Nuns, the first school teacher, the first hospital, the cross at the top of the mountain, how Canada got its name, and so on. And the other thing which the Basilica is quite well known for is Canada's largest set of pipe organs. There are 7,000 pipes. We play them Sunday at High Mass, but we give regular concerts throughout the year. This is still the most popular place to get married in Montreal. Not necessarily in the main basilica, but in the small chapel. However, people who do want to get married here can get married in the larger basilica if they want. And it only became a basilica, oddly enough, in 1984. So before that, it was just the little Notre Dame church. And once the church becomes a basilica, of course, it's a Monseigneur that takes care of it. There is no cardinal living here, so it's not a cathedral.
It is one of the most beautiful buildings I think I've ever been in. I've never seen such splendor in a church or basilica like this. There's everything from staircases that ascend the side of the building. And as you say, the stained glass is just remarkable. And then the paintings on the wall, again, all telling a different story.
Yeah, they're talking about Montreal's religious history as well as religious stories, since they're not told in the stained glass window. The upper stained glass windows do talk about, they're a little bit more traditional, but not the lower ones. They were done in Limoges in France and do tell the story of the city.
And looking around here, this could probably seat several thousand people, couldn't it?
3,500, yeah. So it's because of the wood on the inside, it is phenomenal in terms of acoustics. This was one of Luciano Pavarotti's favorite places to sing. And in fact, his Christmas concert is still televised every year. The organ concerts, we've got the symphony orchestra that perform here regularly. And if I were standing at the main altar and there were 500 people here, I wouldn't have to raise my voice. I'm speaking at a normal tone of voice and everyone would be able to hear me because of the wood. The acoustics are absolutely fantastic.
Let's just take a walk towards the altar and just describe what we're seeing in front of us. It is beautifully lit as well. It's almost like a scene from a Hollywood movie, isn't it? It's so beautiful.
Very much. It actually looks like a theater, more Byzantine, and this is one of the reasons when people walk in here, no matter who it is, the reaction is always the same as you had when you came in here. The reason why the main altar is blue blue. It's the colors of the Virgin Mary. It has nothing to do with the sky, and it's entirely done of different pieces of wood carving. So again, only Sundays when we have masses here. Otherwise, we have masses in the small wedding chapel in the back.
Well, congratulations to Montreal for this. What a gem, what a beauty this is. And to be able to perform here, like you say, Luciano Pavarotti, or whether it's a world-renowned orchestra, it must be a great thrill.
It is, and it's also the church which is best known for state funerals. For example, our former Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, former mayors, and this is actually where Céline Dion got married many years ago. So it is the, let's say, chosen place for state funerals and for celebrations.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's the Notre Dame Basilica here in Montreal. It's Alex Belfield talking to the most interesting people here. And of course, Ruby Roy is definitely one of them. Thank you so much for bringing me here. It's delightful.
You're welcome. Thank you.